pushing changes. In this presentation, we will explore the concept of pushing changes and discuss the strategies and best practices for effectively implementing them. We'll cover the importance of change management, the common challenges faced, and the steps you can take to ensure a smooth and successful transition. By the end of this presentation, you'll have a better understanding of how to navigate the process of pushing changes and drive positive outcomes for your organization. Change, whether it's at the individual, team, or organizational level, can be a complex and challenging process. It often involves disrupting the status quo and introducing new ways of doing things, which can be met with resistance from those who are comfortable with the existing way of working. Understanding the different types of changes that an organization may face is crucial. This could include introducing new processes or technologies, updating existing products or services, restructuring the organization, or adapting to market shifts and industry trends. Each type of change brings its own unique set of challenges and requires a tailored approach to ensure successful implementation. As we delve deeper into the topic of pushing changes, it's important to recognize that change is not a one-size-fits-all solution. The strategies and best practices we'll discuss will need to be adapted to the specific context and needs of your organization. By understanding the nature of the change and the potential obstacles, you'll be better equipped to navigate the process and drive positive outcomes. One of the biggest hurdles in pushing changes is overcoming resistance from individuals or teams within the organization. There are several common reasons why people may resist change, including fear of the unknown, lack of understanding or buy-in, perceived threats to job security or the status quo, and concerns about the impact on their workload or existing processes. To effectively address these challenges, it's crucial to take a proactive and collaborative approach. Start by clearly communicating the rationale and benefits of the proposed change. Help stakeholders understand why the change is necessary and how it will ultimately benefit the organization, their team, and their individual roles. Involve key stakeholders in the decision-making process whenever possible. This helps to build a sense of ownership and investment in the change, which can go a long way in reducing resistance. Additionally, provide comprehensive training and support to help individuals adapt to the new processes or technologies. Acknowledge and address any concerns or fears that arise in a transparent and empathetic manner. By taking these steps to overcome resistance, you'll be better positioned to drive the change forward and ensure a smoother transition for everyone involved. Developing a comprehensive change management plan is essential for the successful implementation of any change initiative. This plan should address the key elements that will help drive the change forward and ensure a smooth transition for the organization. The first step is to assess the readiness for change within the organization. This involves evaluating the current state, identifying potential barriers or challenges, and gauging the level of readiness among stakeholders. Understanding the organization's current state and the potential obstacles will help you tailor your approach and increase the chances of success. Next, you'll need to define the clear objectives and desired outcomes of the change. These goals should be aligned with the organization's strategic priorities and communicated effectively to all stakeholders. This will help create a shared understanding of the purpose and importance of the change. Developing a comprehensive communication plan is crucial for engaging stakeholders and building buy-in throughout the process. Ensure that all affected individuals and teams are informed about the change, its rationale, and the expected timeline. Provide opportunities for feedback and address any concerns that may arise. Offering training, resources, and ongoing support is also essential for helping individuals and teams adapt to the new way of working. This could include workshops, job aids, mentoring programs, or dedicated change champions who can provide guidance and support. Finally, establish metrics and milestones to monitor the progress of the change initiative. This will allow you to track the implementation, identify any areas that need adjustment, and celebrate the successes along the way. By following this structured approach to change management, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges and drive the change forward in a way that aligns with the organization's goals and the needs of its people. Pushing changes is not a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process of continuous improvement. To foster a culture that embraces change, it's important to create an environment that encourages experimentation, innovation, and a willingness to learn and adapt. One key strategy is to encourage experimentation and innovation. Give people the freedom to try new ideas, take calculated risks, and learn from their experiences. This helps to cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement and a willingness to challenge the status quo. Celebrating small wins along the way is also crucial. Recognize and acknowledge the incremental progress and successes, as this can help build momentum and reinforce the value of the change. People are more likely to embrace change when they see tangible results and feel that their efforts are making a difference. Actively seeking feedback from stakeholders and using it to refine and improve the change initiatives over time is another important aspect. This demonstrates a commitment to continuous learning and a willingness to adapt based on the needs and experiences of those affected by the change. Identifying and empowering change champions within the organization can also be a powerful strategy. These individuals can serve as advocates for the change, helping to drive adoption and inspire others to embrace the new way of working. Finally, ensure that the organization's incentive structures and reward systems are aligned with the desired change behaviors and outcomes. This helps to reinforce the importance of the change and encourages people to embrace it as part of their everyday work. By fostering a culture of continuous improvement, you'll create an environment where people are more receptive to change and actively contribute to the organization's ongoing evolution. While pushing changes is essential for organizational growth and success, it's important to acknowledge that the process is not without its challenges and setbacks. Some common obstacles you may encounter include a lack of buy-in or resistance from key stakeholders, unexpected technical or operational issues, difficulties in aligning cross-functional teams, insufficient resources or budget constraints, and competing priorities or change fatigue. When faced with these challenges, it's crucial to maintain an open and transparent communication approach. Regularly engage with stakeholders, address their concerns, and provide updates on the progress of the change initiative. This helps to build trust and maintain buy-in throughout the process. Adapting your approach based on feedback and lessons learned is also key. Be willing to adjust your strategies and tactics as needed to address the specific challenges you're facing. This agility and willingness to learn and evolve can be a significant advantage in navigating the complexities of change. Seeking support from leadership and building coalitions with key influencers can also be a valuable strategy. Align the change initiative with the organization's strategic priorities and secure the backing of senior leaders. Identify and collaborate with change champions who can help drive adoption and overcome resistance. Prioritizing and allocating resources effectively is another important consideration. Ensure that you have the necessary budget, personnel, and tools to support the change initiative. Be prepared to make tough decisions and reallocate resources as needed to maintain momentum and address critical issues. Finally, don't forget to celebrate the small wins along the way. Recognizing and acknowledging the incremental progress and successes can help maintain morale, reinforce the value of the change, and keep the momentum going, even in the face of setbacks. By anticipating and proactively addressing the challenges that may arise, you'll be better equipped to navigate the complexities of pushing changes and drive sustainable transformation within your organization. In summary, this presentation has explored the topic of pushing changes and the strategies and best practices for effectively implementing them within an organization. We started by understanding the different types of changes that organizations may face, from introducing new processes or technologies to adapting to market shifts and industry trends. We then discussed the common challenges associated with change, such as overcoming resistance from individuals and teams, and the importance of developing a comprehensive change management plan to address these obstacles. Next, we explored the key elements of a successful change management plan, including assessing the readiness for change, defining clear objectives, communicating the change effectively, providing training and support, and monitoring and evaluating progress. We also discussed the importance of fostering a culture of continuous improvement, where experimentation, innovation, and a willingness to learn and adapt are encouraged and celebrated. This helps to create an environment that is more receptive to change and drives ongoing progress and evolution. Finally, we acknowledge the challenges and setbacks that may arise during the change process and discuss strategies for navigating them, such as maintaining open communication, adapting your approach based on feedback, seeking support from leadership, and celebrating small wins to maintain momentum. By applying these strategies and best practices, you'll be better equipped to drive successful change initiatives and position your organization for long-term success. Remember, pushing changes is an ongoing process, and by embracing a culture of continuous improvement, you can ensure that your organization remains agile, innovative, and responsive to the evolving needs of your stakeholders.